Good evening and welcome to Thai PBS World. So the entire government rally at Sanam Lok on Saturday and Sunday went well and ended well without any violence. But did the protesters achieve what they started out to do? Thai PBS World has talked to Associate Professor J. Thonavanik of the Faculty of Law, College of Asian Scholars.
Dr. Jet, of course, the so-called 10-point manifesto is nothing new. The protest leaders have been talking about this for weeks now, right? But how significant do you think it is that this demand is being made right in the heart of Bangkok and was relayed and submitted to the Privy Council?
I think the protesters might be consulting among themselves that if they want the action to really happen, they might have to do something that is non-violent and with some respect in terms of politeness, and therefore their demand can be submitted. And once their demands are accepted, it might be considered, though not all the 10 points will be applicable, but some of the points that they made may be considered, and with some prudent considerations, some of those demands might be adapted into something that can be viable. So I think they have consulted with each other well enough that they now want the action to happen in terms in which is doable, not in terms in which it's only a symbolic or it's something to be submitted without any action to be done.
So you think some of the demand might be met, like really it's going to happen, or maybe it will change?
I think can be partially out of the 10 demands. I think some of the demands can be adopted and later on adapted and might be adjusted to be able to be in some of the constitutional provisions if they tone down their demands. So I think that's possible.
So right now they finished that one of their goal, which is about the monarchy, and another one is the constitutional amendment. Is that what we have to look for next?
Well, I think the constitutional amendment on the 23rd or the 24th, they will come back to that. They will go to the parliament and they will ask for a proposal from them to be submitted. And I think they will demand for the Constitution Drafting Council or committee or something that must be done soon and soonest, within a month or something, that they will have to see something going on. I think that's on the constitutional amendment. But I think on reform of the monarchy, I think that they will wait until the 14th of October. But when they are asking about reform of the monarchy, out of those 10 demands, to me, I don't think that's reform of the monarchy. And I don't think they should be talking about reform of the monarchy. They can talk about reform of democracy, having king as head of state under the constitution. And that will also be linked to constitutional amendment. And that takes times. And that requires participation of all the public walks of life, and much more than just their demands, because many people are also opposing. Many people are not in agreement with all those demands, and many people are in agreement, however, not to the level in which they were proposing. So I think it needs time, and if they allow times to be had, and people can talk about this in a peaceful way, in an open dialogue, I think what they are demanding will be coupled with constitutional amendment, and that we will have democracy with king as head of state in a way in which Thai society has always been asked for.
So what are you saying that in practice, this is actually not a request for monarchy reform, it's actually a request to reform the system of constitutional monarchy?
Well, the way in which they submit the proposal sounds like they are hitting upon the monarchy and His Majesty, not upon democracy. If they are hitting upon democracy, they can go to the parliament. So you propose there. Those people are the representatives, and we can reform our democracy through our representatives. And plus the participation of the people that can be embedded in all these actions. That's fine. But when they target the monarchy, when they target His Majesty the King, I don't think that's well of a reform. That's more of a hit and run for something that will not be developmental for Thailand.
That's all from Thai PBS World tonight. Thank you very much for watching.